Like Tony, I'm very shy. First of all, being Irish, which some of you may know, I'd like to welcome you in Gaelic, Céad Míle Fáilte. That means 100,000 welcomes. I acknowledge the Gadigal of the Eora Nation as the traditional custodians of this place we now call Sydney. Good morning, everyone, and welcome. The Australian Reiki Connection, which is more commonly known and referred to as ARC, is delighted to have you join us this weekend to participate and share in the Future for Reiki Pathway to Wellness conference. That many of you have travelled long distances serves to remind us of your commitment, dedication, and how important all of our work is in the promotion of and support for Reiki. It is pleasing to note that we have in the audience not only ARC members from other Reiki associations both in Australia and New Zealand, but also delegates who are not members of any association, and delegates who have not yet been trained in Reiki. To all of you, I say thank you. I also welcome and thank, in order of their appearance on our stage, our esteemed guest speakers who are present with us this weekend. Paul Mitchell, Franz Stina, Anthony Turner, Kathleen Prasad, Hayakato Inamoto Sensei, Suleik Harris, and Pamela Miles and William Lee Rand, who are presenting via the GoWebinar and WebEx platforms. We are honoured to have such eminent and influential leaders of the global Reiki community in our presence. I believe this is the first time that they are appearing together on the one platform, and I know that each of them is as keen as you and I to hear what each presenter has to say on this important matter. Over the next 2 days, they will talk about the Future for Reiki Pathway to Wellness from their own perspectives, traditions, experiences, hopes and aspirations, including animal Reiki healing, as well as from a business perspective, which is an often overlooked aspect by some Reiki practitioners setting out on their journey on a professional basis. The aim of this conference is obviously to discuss the Future for Reiki Pathway to Wellness, but further to promote Reiki, to educate, inspire, and to encourage participation by you, the delegates, to be part of and have a say in these vital discussions through questions and answers after each presentation, but more specifically during the panel discussion on Sunday afternoon. It is about bringing together people who have a passion for health and well-being, people who are curious about how the system of Reiki has developed, what Reiki can offer, bringing together those who believe Reiki has the potential to contribute to a healthier, happier society and to be part of this exciting evolution. From ARC's perspective, we believe the following to be part of the future for Reiki. Perhaps these may be in alignment with your own, or perhaps you may have other perspectives. And if so, I encourage you to discuss them at the panel discussion on Sunday. So, one of our perspectives is to have federal and state governments and their respective health minister recognise and accept the important role complementary and healing therapies such as Reiki can play in their health programs, and especially their preventative medicine programs. To have Reiki treatments more widely integrated into mainstream healthcare. I mean, there are a number of hospitals, nursing homes and palliative care hospices in Australia that do openly provide Reiki treatments as part of their successful complementary therapies programs. Unfortunately, there are many more refusing to do so for various reasons. One large cancer treatment centre here in Sydney did have Reiki treatments as part of their complementary therapies program. This acceptance of Reiki was as a result of a submission and several meetings between hospital management and ARC member Marie Duggan on behalf of and with the support of ARC. Unfortunately, a later change in hospital management at the centre saw Reiki treatments removed. The staff at the centre who were in support of Reiki were extremely disappointed, as were the patients who were receiving treatments. The relevant manager of a large wellness centre in Melbourne informed me that Reiki would be introduced into his hospital over his dead body. Even though discussions between ARC representatives with the centre's patron were positively encouraging, the patron having had Reiki treatments herself during the time of her cancer. A psychiatric hospital in South Australia removed a successful Reiki program due to an unfounded complaint from a church minister. However, rather than be put off by these, ARC will continue to persist in the educating and hopefully convincing these people on the benefits of Reiki for their patients, who I believe should come before their own personal beliefs. As part of this educating and convincing process, ARC member Alexandra Brown-Hill, through her company Naturally Vibrant Reiki Centre, has developed a palliative program for teaching Reiki practitioners how to work with seriously ill and palliative patients in all medical settings and at home. A foundation and an advanced cancer care workshop program is available. This program includes complete mentoring and support and will enable Reiki practitioners to learn the skills required for care of those that are at the end of the life stage. Nurses, medical staff and allied health workers are also invited to learn Reiki skills to support them with their self-care and care of others. ARC is pleased to have been involved with the development of the programme and to endorse it. Letters introducing the programme will be sent to hospital administrators and management teams, and copies of the programme booklet, which is intended for both staff and client information, is available where the books are on for sale outside. Alexander is here today to answer any questions you may have about the programme. Where are you, Alex? Would you stand up? So, ladies and gentlemen, there's Alex, if you have any questions about this wonderful programme. Thank you. Another education and awareness-raising programme is the annual ARC National Reiki Awareness Week, which is held in November each year. Events are held in various settings and locations throughout Australia, including in medical settings when permitted, providing Reiki treatments to nurses and staff, getting Reiki in through the back door, as it were. To date, as a result of Reiki practitioners who are also nurses providing treatments in their workplace, 2 hospitals have introduced Reiki treatments for their staff, with one of them actually paying the Reiki practitioner for doing so. In stark contrast to the aforementioned Australian hospitals refusing to introduce Reiki treatments, in the UK and the USA, there is a great deal more acceptance of Reiki and healing therapies. In the UK, the Sam Buxton Sunflower Healing Trust supports cancer patients and their families by providing funds to employ complementary therapists in the National Health Services hospitals and hospices. It is wonderful to see this programme accepted in the National Health Service. To date, the Trust has approximately 26 paid Reiki practitioners in over 13 hospitals and hospices. It is encouraging to see the government-run hospitals open to including Reiki and other healing therapies in their patient treatment plans. Wouldn't it be wonderful to have such a trust started here in Australia? Future challenge or project, perhaps? Thanks to professional Reiki associations in Australia and New Zealand, such as, but not limited to, the Reiki Australian Connection, Reiki Australia, the Usui Reiki Network and Reiki New Zealand, a majority of Reiki practitioners and teachers work to codes of ethics and professional conduct. Here in Australia, thanks to the Australian associations working with government representatives and the Skills Council, a national code of professional conduct for healthcare workers, which includes Reiki practitioners, will be implemented nationally. There are already in existence codes of conduct on a state level in New South Wales and South Australia, and on October the 1st, 2015, Queensland was the first state to introduce the national codes of conduct. Other states have yet to introduce the necessary legislation to roll out the national code in their states. With regards to the provision of Reiki treatments by Reiki practitioners, the importance of having standards and methods for these treatments is essential. Professional Reiki associations each have their own recommendations, standards and advice for members. However, there are many Reiki practitioners who choose, and rightfully so, not to be members of any professional association, but who may not necessarily work to such standards. In Australia, the hospitals, palliative care hospices, nursing homes and other healthcare facilities that do provide Reiki programs as part of their service insist on the volunteer practitioner being member of a recognised professional Reiki association. In the hope of ensuring that professional and standardised procedures for the provision of Reiki treatments are available, a number of professional organisations in their own right have produced courses and qualifications. ARC and others believed that the widespread availability of such professional education for Reiki treatment practitioners can assist in elevating Reiki treatments to be considered as a legitimate form of healing in line with other recognised complementary health practices. Currently, there is only one nationally accredited Reiki treatment qualification that is being delivered at this time in Australia, a Certificate 4 in Reiki Treatment Practice, 10346 NAT. The author of this qualification is Reiki Australia. It is provided and delivered through the Australian Institute of Health and Business Management in Queensland. And Annabelle Muse from Reiki Australia is here today, and she is happy to talk with you about it, should you wish to. Annabelle, where are you? Could you stand up, please? So, ladies and gentlemen, Annabelle Muse, if you wish to find out more about that. Thank you. In January, February 2016, a second nationally accredited qualification, Certificate 4 in Energy Healing, in brackets Reiki Treatment, in brackets Therapeutic Touch, 10410 NAT, will be available for delivery through the Australian College of Vibrational Healing in Melbourne. For those who do not wish to take a Certificate 4, and it is not compulsory to do so in order to practice as a professional Reiki practitioner, there is a professional Reiki treatment, delivery and business skills course. This course is not an accredited qualification or a Certificate 4 course. It was written and is provided by Sule Karas from Reiki Education Services. Sue is one of our guest speakers at the conference and is available to discuss the course with anyone who is interested. I will allow you over the next 2 days to guess which person is Sue. While there is no government regulations for the teaching of Reiki, and there never should be regulation by government for this spiritual practice, ARC believes self-regulation and standards by professional Reiki organisation for the teaching of Reiki is vitally important. Over the last 2 years, ARC Committee of Management and ARC Reiki Master members have reviewed existing guidelines for the teaching of Reiki. There were many reasons for such a review, which were explained to members in advance, including, but not limited to, Reiki levels 1 and 2 being taught in 2 hours, and teacher level training in 4 hours. April 2015 saw the finalization of an acceptance by members for the introduction of minimum requirements criteria which have to be met by all ARC members applying to upgrade to teacher category membership in the association. ARC believes that all of the aforementioned to be part of the future for Reiki. So in conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, friends in Reiki, perhaps prepare yourself to be challenged, excited, and inspired over the next 2 days.
Okay.
皆さんこんにちは。現代霊気ヒーリング協会の土井博です。私は2007年9月に初めてオーストラリアを訪問しましたが、その美しい景色とエネルギーの素晴らしさ、出会った人たちの笑顔は今も鮮明に記憶に残っています。
Hello, everybody. I am Hiroshi Doi of Gendai Reiki Healing Association. I paid my first visit Sydney, Australia in September 2007, but I still cherish my vivid memories of beautiful sight, wonderful energies, and smiling faces of the people I met.
あれから8年経過しましたが、同じシドニーの地で霊気の未来についてをテーマに国際霊気カンファレンスが開催されることを心から喜びたいと思います。当時は日本から稲本百天さんと同行しましたが、今回は百天さんのほかにウィリアム・リー・ランドさん、フランス・ステインさんなど懐かしい仲間が講演者として参加されることで、臼井先生生誕150年にふさわしい有意義なものになると期待しております。
Okay, pause. 8 years have passed since then. I am very pleased that the International Reiki Conference with the theme The Future for Reiki is to be held in Sydney. At that time, I was accompanied by Mr. Inamoto Hyakuten. This time, beside Hyakuten-san, I find familiar faces like Mr. William Wren and Mr. Franstine among guest speakers. And I expect that their participation will help make the conference successful and meaningful, and they are worthy of our 150th anniversary of Usui Sensei's birth.
霊気というエネルギーは大宇宙からの贈り物で、私たちの人生を価値あるものにするための導きのエネルギーでもあります。臼井霊気療法はそのエネルギーを活用して健康で幸福な人生を歩むノウハウとして臼井美香先生がスタートさせました。
The energy named Reiki is a gift from the great universe which leads us to make our life worthwhile. Usui Mikao Sensei started Usui Reiki Ryoho, the know-how to live a healthy and happy life by the use of that energy.
そこでは安らかで豊かで喜びに満ちた人生を歩むためには健康と精神性向上、この2つが不可欠とされています。しかし世界の霊気実践者の間では日本発祥の癒しの技法としてヒーリングの実践だけを教えているところが多いようです。
Good health and spiritual growth are indispensable for living a peaceful, abundant, and joyful life. However, it appears to me that many Reiki masters in the world teach only the therapeutic practice to heal the body as a healing modality originally from Japan.
もちろん霊気が健康回復や健康の維持、増進に役立つということは素晴らしいことです。しかし多くの実践者の中には霊気にはもっと深い精神的な面が関係していると感じて、それを求めている人が多いことを知りました。昨年ウィリアム・ランドさんの出版社から発行された本もその真実を伝えようとするものでした。
On one hand, it's true that Reiki helps restore, maintain, and promote health. On the other, I came to notice that many Reiki practitioners are feeling and seeking a deeper spiritual aspect in Reiki. My book, published last year, by Mr. William Rand's published company is intended for sharing a spiritual aspect of Reiki.
今後はストレスに満ちた現代社会の中で自分の健康は自分で守り、周りの人たちを助けながら心身ともに健康で生きること、さらに精神性向上によって安らかで価値ある人生を完成するために霊気が活用されることになると思われます。
I think that from now on, Reiki will be utilized in a stressful modern society so as to enjoy a healthy life mentally and physically by taking care of one's health for oneself and helping others, and moreover, to fulfill a peaceful and valuable life by developing spirituality. Yes.
今回のカンファレンスの中で講演者の皆さんから輝かしい未来の展望が語られると思いますので、
Okay. I am very much looking forward to it that the views on a bright future will be shared by the guest speakers.
楽しみにしております。この3日間のカンファレンスが世界の霊気実践者にとって意義ある集いになることを期待しております。
I hope this 2 days conference will make a meaningful contribution to Reiki people in the world.
霊気の光が参加者のすべての方たちに行き届きますように。
May the light of Reiki permeate through all participants. Thank you. Thank you.
皆さんこんにちは。現代霊気ヒーリング
Done. Okay.